So I hope everybody had a really beautiful day. As I was saying, I have everybody on mute so that if anybody joins us later, then they will, not disrupt um, the class. They can just come in and be part of it. I put everybody on mute to start, but I don't know what's happening. I'm still learning Zoom a little bit, so bear with me. I really appreciate it. And thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here this evening and joining me for class today. So I'm just going to say a couple of things before we get started. Um, Blocks. I don't know if everybody has blocks, and that's okay. If you don't have blocks, you can always use a stack of books or something if you need a little extra lift, and if you don't have a block. So if you just have a couple of big books, they don't have to necessarily be this size, but something, that you feel like is sturdy, maybe like 2 or 3, you can always use that. If ever we use a strap and you don't have a strap, you can always use a towel. You can just take a towel and you can use it similarly as you would use a strap. So that's just something to also make note of. And I'm also sitting up on blankets. So, usually at yoga studios, you'll see these, what they call Mexican blankets. If you don't have those, also fine. You can use any blanket that you like. The reason why I sit up on blankets, just in case you're not sure, sometimes sitting up on a blanket or 2, it just helps to lift and elongate the spine so that you have, can sit up a little taller. Because sometimes when we sit on the ground, we'll tend to lean forward, just kind of like slouch a little bit. So it just helps to sit on the blankets to help you sit up a little bit taller. And also, finally, if you're somebody that if you're sitting cross-legged, it's not really comfortable, just sit with your legs straight out in front of you. Perfectly awesome. You don't have to, sit and be miserable sitting with your legs crossed for the whole time. So, and if you start with your legs crossed and you feel like you want to, straighten them out, feel free. I always like to remind people that this is your practice. And I think the beautiful thing about doing this way, which is kind of interesting, which I started to think about, sometimes when we're in class, we tend to sort of look around and like what other people are doing, and you're feeling like, oh, I can't do that. But the beauty here is that you are with yourself, and there's nobody else to look at, and so you really can just get into your own space and really know that this is your practice, and you don't have to worry about what anybody else is doing. It's just really for you. So I'm really excited about that, and really, again, thank you all so much for being here. So we're going to get started. So find yourself a comfortable seat. Again, you can sit up on your blankets. You can sit directly on your mat. If you have blocks, you can sit on your block as well. Whatever feels good for you today. You're going to bring your hands to your knees or to your lap and close your eyes. And just start to settle yourself in. Letting go of anything that might have been happening before coming to class today. Letting go of anything you might have to do following. Just bringing yourself into the room, into your body, into your center. Really relax the shoulders, relax the face. Feeling your feet connecting to the earth. And then just starting to focus on your breath. Just noticing where you're feeling the breath this evening. You might be feeling it in your belly or your back, maybe at the side ribs. You might be feeling it in the chest, maybe at the shoulders, maybe at the tip of the nose or top of the lip. But wherever you're feeling the breath, just taking this time to notice the breath. Just noticing where you're feeling the rise and fall of the breath. And we'll just take a few moments to be here with the breath, just noticing that rise and fall. Bringing yourself into this present moment. And then bringing the palms together in front of the heart into Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Palms together, thumbs at the sternum. We'll take a few deep breaths together here, in through the nose and out through the nose. So taking a nice deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. We'll take one more deep breath in and begin class with one sound of Om. Taking a nice deep breath in. Om. You can relax the hands down to the knees, to the thighs. And then you can slowly open your eyes if they're not already open. Beautiful. So we're going to start today with a breath that's called Beardo Breath, and it's a 3-part breath. It moves from your belly up into the side ribs, all the way up into the chest, and then from the chest back down to the side ribs, and then releasing the belly. So what's going to happen first is we're just going to start with the belly, and I'm going to have you bring your hands to the belly. You can bring both hands right there. And basically, what we don't think about oftentimes is breathing, right? Because it's automatic. It's something that we really don't ever think about. But what happens a lot of times is that we're breathing, yes, but we're also breathing really shallow, especially right now, because a lot of us are holding on to a lot. There's a lot of anxiety. So yes, we're breathing because we're alive, but we're holding on and we're not really breathing deeply. So the Beardo breath really helps us to open up and breathe really deeply so that we can release some of the things that we're holding on to. So we're going to start, again, with the belly. So when you're breathing, and I know this might sound strange, but when you inhale, your belly is supposed to expand. And I know it sounds like, hello, of course, but that's not always what we do. Sometimes when we breathe, we're breathing up in our chest first. And we're breathing, even like in our head first. We're not really breathing in our belly. So again, bringing your hands to your belly. You can close the eyes if you want, just so that you can really stay connected to your body. And we're just going to inhale, really expand the belly. And then hold it. And then exhale, releasing the belly all the way, releasing that air from the belly. Beautiful. Going to inhale one more, just expanding the belly. Really inhale, holding it. And exhale all the air out of the belly. Beautiful. This time we're going to inhale, we're going to expand the belly and bring the air all the way up into the side ribs. So you might even want to put a hand on the side body so you can really feel that air going right up into the ribs. And hold it there. And exhale, releasing the air from the ribs and then relaxing the belly. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale. Bring the air all the way into the belly, all the way into the side ribs, holding it there. Exhale. Relax the air from the side ribs and releasing the belly. Beautiful. So we're going to move it all the way up into the chest. So you can take one of your hands. You can have one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Again, you can keep the eyes closed if you like. And then inhale. Really expand the air into the belly, expanding that air into the side ribs, all the way into the chest, really opening that heart center, holding it there. And exhale, relaxing from the chest, side ribs, and releasing the air from the belly. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, bringing all the air into the belly, into the side ribs, all the way up into the chest, holding it. And exhale, relaxing the air from the chest, side ribs, and belly. I'm gonna have you do it one more time on your own. Just remembering to expand the belly, expand the side ribs, expand the chest, and holding at the top. And exhale, relaxing everything down. Beautiful. You can bring your hands back, both hands to the belly. You can just normally breathe again. And then bringing the hands back to the knees or to the lap. Beautiful. Going to slowly drop the chin to the chest. Going to inhale the head and neck up around to the right. Inhale, rolling the head all the way back. And then you're going to exhale, rounding the head back down, chin to chest. And again, inhale, rolling up. And exhale, rounding the head back down. And just continuing at your own pace. Just remembering to inhale as the head comes up, exhale as you round down. And next time the chin reaches the chest, you can reverse the circle, so you'll inhale up in the opposite direction. Exhale as you round the head back down, chin and chest. And again, just continuing at your own pace. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face. Really feeling the seat connecting to the earth. And next time the chin reaches the chest, you can hold it there for a moment. And then inhale, bringing the head back up the center. You can slowly open the eyes if they're not already open. And then inhale, bringing both arms up. Exhale, you're going to take a lean over to the right side. Just taking a nice side stretch here. Really feel like the ribs are separating. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Bringing both hands up. And exhale over to the opposite side. Again, really feeling like the ribs are separating. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Bringing both arms up. Exhale. You're going to take a twist to the right. Bring hand to knee. Tap the fingers behind you. Inhale. Lift a little taller in the spine. Exhale. Twist deeper, looking over the back shoulder. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Bringing both arms up to the center. Exhale. Twisting to the opposite side. Again, hand to knee. Tap the fingers behind you. Inhale. Lift a little taller in the spine. Exhale. Twist deeper, looking over the back shoulder. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Bringing both arms up to center. And exhale. Just holding yourself down the middle. Just taking a nice, easy forward fold. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Slowly rolling yourself back up to sit. Beautiful. And if you're sitting on a block or blanket, you can move it off to the side in the back of your mat. And you're going to come onto all fours on your hands and knees. So if you have sensitive knees and you have a blanket, you can always put a blanket under your knees to give yourself a little bit more cushion for the knees. And also, I'm having some wrist challenges, so I'm going to be up on my fists sometimes, but that's also just a good alternative if you are somebody that has wrist challenges. Otherwise, you can spread the fingers nice and wide. Make sure you can see the mat between the fingers. You want to feel the whole palm of hand connecting to the earth. Beautiful. So you want to make sure your shoulders and wrists are in a nice line. Also, hips and knees in a nice line. And from here, you're going to inhale. Bring the head up, tailbone up, arch your back. And exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone, drop the head. And again, inhale, head up, tailbone up, arch. And exhale, round. So just continuing at your own pace. Do a few rounds of cat and cow. Just opening up the spine, preparing yourself for practice. And next time you exhale, you can bring yourself back to a neutral spine. Beautiful. So you're going to reach the right leg back behind you. You're going to flex the foot, engage the abdominals. Really nice, strong, engaged abdominals. You can stay right here, balance on one knee, or you can lift up the opposite hand. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. 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 One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Relax the hand, relax the knee. Finding your neutral spine one more time. You're going to reach the opposite leg up behind you. Again, flex the foot, really engage your abdominals. Again, you can stay right here, balance on this one knee. You don't have to go any further. Or you can lift up the opposite hand. Breathe in here. Inhale. And exhale. 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 One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Relax the hand, relax the knee. Finding that neutral spine one more time. I'm going to turn and face you. I want you to lift the right knee out to the side. You're going to make hip circles through the hip. Just making those circles as big or small as you need to. And then you can reverse the circles whenever you're ready, if you haven't already. And you can relax that knee down to the ground, find your neutral spine. Lifting up the opposite knee, making those circles. And then you can reverse the circles whenever you're ready. And relaxing that knee down to the ground. And then you're going to bring the hands about 5 or 6 inches more in front of you to make hip circles from both the hips. Again, making your circles as big or small as you need to. And then you can reverse the circles if you haven't already. And then you can bring the hands back to a neutral spine. So again, one more time, just making sure your fingers are spread nice and wide on the mat. Make sure you can see the mat between the fingers. Again, shoulders and wrists in a nice line. Hips and knees also in a nice line. Then tuck the toes, lift the hips. Press back to downward facing dog. So for down dog, if you need to bend the knees slightly, you can bend the knees. If you like to pedal the feet, you can pedal the feet. You can shake your head, yes, no. Find that space between the shoulders and the ears. And just take a breath here. If you feel like you need to come down out of your down dog, if it's a lot, you can always come into a child's pose. And come on back up. And then you can lift the right leg straight back behind you. Just take a nice 3-legged dog. And releasing that foot back down to the ground. And lifting up the opposite leg again. Three-legged dog. Keeping that hip nice and square. And releasing that foot down to the ground. Taking one more breath here in your down dog. And take your time to walk your feet to your hands and come to hang over in Uttanasana, forward fold. So in your forward fold, if you need to bend the knees slightly, you can bend the knees. You can hold on to opposite elbows, whatever feels good for you here. And breathe in here. Inhale. And exhale. 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 One more inhale. And exhale. You can release the hands from the elbows if you're holding on. And then take your time. Roll yourself up to stand, one vertebra at a time. Letting the head be the last thing to come up. Beautiful. So you're going to bring your feet about hip distance apart. So if you're not sure about hip distance, you can find the as-is bone is that bony bone right in front of the hip. You're going to bring your fist to that bone and then look down at the feet. So fists and feet should be in a nice line. And also feet should be parallel to each other. So if your feet are a little open, you want to bring them so they're nice and parallel to each other. Beautiful. So you can relax the hands if you have them in fists. And then you're going to lift the toes. Do your best to release the toes down one toe at a time. You want to try and see a little bit of the mat between the toes. But if that's not happening today, it's okay. But what you do want to feel definitely is an energetic pull in the feet, like you have roots coming out of the bottoms of your feet. So if somebody tried to knock you over, you'd be rooted to the ground. Beautiful. So as the energy in the feet is going down, everything else is starting to lift up. So starting to feel that lift in the thighs. Starting to feel the lift in the abdominals coming up and in, tailbone tucking under. Beautiful. You're going to feel like you're growing out of the sideways. It's almost like your ribs are separating and you're getting a little bit taller. Beautiful. You're going to lift the shoulders up and roll them down the back. One more time. Lift those shoulders up, roll them down the back. Beautiful. Keeping the shoulders rolled down the back, you're going to inhale, bring both arms up, palms facing each other. One more time. Really relax the shoulders down. Beautiful. For Tadasana, breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. You're going to release that right arm down by your side. Just take a nice side stretch here. Beautiful. Breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, beautiful. Inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. So here in your chair, you're going to keep the tailbone tucked, abdominals engaged, shoulders relaxed. Beautiful. Breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. One more inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, relax the opposite arm down by your side, and take that side stretch. Breathing here. Inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, beautiful. Inhale, bringing both arms up. Exhale, you're going to take a slight back bend. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. But just an easy back bend, nothing too deep. First back bend of the day. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Come all the way up to stand. Exhale. Relax the hands down by your side. Beautiful. You can shake out the shoulders if you need to. Beautiful. So you can come to the front of your mat. I'm going to come to the front of mine if you're not already at the front of your mat. You can bring the hands to your hips. You're going to take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. You're going to step the right foot back. You're going to turn the back heel down and then open up the arms for your warrior two. Beautiful. So here in warrior two, you want to make sure you can see the big toe on the inside of the front knee. Back foot at 45 degrees, almost parallel to the back side of your mat. Beautiful. Nice tall spine, almost like you have a string coming up out of the top of the head. You're going to look out over those front fingers. Breathe in here. Inhale. And exhale. 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 One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. You're going to put the palms up. Lean back for your peaceful warrior. Breathe in here. Inhale. And exhale. 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 One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Coming forward through warrior two one more time. Bring hands to hips. Pivot that back foot up and press yourself up to stand. Beautiful. You can stay at the front of your mat. I'm going to move to the other side. Hands on the hips one more time. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Stepping that left foot back this time. And turning that back heel down 45 degrees. Beautiful. Again, you're going to want to see that big toe on the inside of the front knee as you open up the arms for your warrior two. Beautiful. Looking out over those front fingers. Breathe in here. Inhale. And exhale. 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 One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Flip those palms up one more time. Lean back. Peaceful warrior. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. 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 One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Coming back through warrior two. Bringing the hands to the hips. Pivot that back foot up. Press yourself up to stand. Beautiful. I'm going to move again. You can stay right at the front of your mat. One more time. You're going to inhale. Exhale. Step the right foot back. This time you're going to stay right up on that big toe. Really balancing there. You can press that back heel toward the floor. Beautiful. You can stay right here with your hands on your hips if you feel like you need more stability. Otherwise, you can bring both the hands up to the sky. Beautiful. Breathing here in your high lunge. Breathing inhale and exhale. 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 One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. One more time. You're going to pivot that back heel down to the ground, opening yourself up for warrior two. Beautiful, everyone. Breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. One more inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Now you're going to bring your forearms to your thigh. Sweep your arm up over the ear, palm facing toward the ground. So if you're here in your side angle, if you're really sinking down the shoulder, you want to lift yourself up. Really nice, strong shoulder. Beautiful. Breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. One more inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Coming all the way up through warrior two. One more time, bring the hands to the hips, pivot that back foot up, press yourself up to stand. Beautiful. I'm gonna move, you stay where you are. And one more time, right at the front of the mat, inhale. Exhale, step that left foot back behind you. Again, you're going to stay right up on that big toe. Press that heel toward the floor. And again, you can stay right here with the hands on the hips if you need more stability. Otherwise, you can bring both hands up to the sky. Breathing inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. One more inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. You're going to pivot that back heel down one more time, opening yourself up for warrior two. Beautiful. You're going to look out over those front fingers. Breathing here, inhale, and exhale, inhale. And exhale, inhale, 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 and exhale. One more inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. One more time. Bringing that forearm to the thigh. Sweep the arm up over the ear, palm facing toward the ground through your side ankle. Breathing here, inhale, and exhale, 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 inhale, and exhale. One more inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Coming all the way up through warrior two. One more time. Bringing hands to hips. Pivot that back foot up. Press yourself up to stand. Beautiful. Thanks, everyone. You can stay right where you are. I'm going to move one more time. I'm going to move right to the front. That's where I'm moving. I want you to inhale. Bring both arms up. Exhale. Bring the palms together in front of your heart. Close your eyes here in prayer. Just taking a moment here in prayer just to breathe and feel. And you can slowly open the eyes and relax the hands down by your side. Beautiful. So if you have blocks, you can bring them toward the front of your mat. You may or may not need them, but I'm just in case you may have them nearby. So we're going to do tree pose first. So for tree, you can see my feet. For tree, 3 options. You can always just have your heel right above your ankle. Awesome, beautiful tree. You can have your foot at the shin or calf. Also awesome, beautiful tree. Or you can have your foot all the way up into the thigh. Beautiful tree. So you can decide whatever, wherever foot placement is good for you. Also, you want to find a focal point. You want to find something that's not moving on the floor or on the wall that you can focus on for your tree pose. So coming into your tree, for finding your focal point first, and then coming into your tree. So again, you might have the heel right above the ankle, might be at the shin of the calf, or all the way up into the thigh. And once you've found your tree, you can bring the palms together in front of the heart into prayer position. So you can stay right here in prayer. You don't have to go any further. But if you like, you can open up your branches. And breathing here, inhale and exhale. 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 One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Bringing those palms back together in front of the heart. You can release the foot from the leg. You're just going to keep that knee bent, foot flexed. Or you can have a toe on the ground if you feel like you need a little bit more stability. Otherwise, knee bend, you're going to open up the arms for your crane. Breathing here, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Bringing those palms back together in front of the heart. You're going to lean forward. You're going to reach down to the ground for those blocks or for the floor for your standing split. So for standing split, your leg doesn't have to go super high. Really just about keeping those hips nice and square. Breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Bringing that foot down to the ground and slowly rolling yourself back up to stand. And if you need to shake out the foot or shake out the leg, you can do so. Beautiful. And one more time, bringing those feet hip distance apart. And again, rocking yourself side to side. And then bringing all of that weight onto the left leg, left foot. Finding that nice strong standing leg, and then finding your tree. So again, you can have that heel right above the ankle. You can bring your foot into the shin of the calf, or all the way up into the thigh. And then finding your focal point, bringing the palms together in front of the heart. Again, you can stay right here with palms at heart center, or you can open up your branches. Breathing here, inhale and exhale. 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 One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Bringing the palms back together in front of the heart. And again, you can release the foot from the leg. You're going to flex the foot, knee bent, or you can have that toe on the ground if you need more stability. And you're going to open up the arms for your crane. Breathe in here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Bring the palms back together in front of the heart. You're going to fold yourself forward. Reach down for those blocks again, or for the floor, wherever you are today. For your standing split. Breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. You can relax the foot down to the ground, slowly rolling yourself up one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. If you need to shake out the leg again, you can shake it out. One more time. Beautiful. You're going to inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Inhale, come up to a flat back, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, you're going to step both feet back to downward facing dog. And then bring the knees down. Spread them wide. Sit back in a child's pose. So just take your time here in child's pose. Relax, let go. Anything that might be rolling around in the mind, just give it to the ground, give it to the earth. And we'll just take a few more breaths here in child's pose. And then you can bring yourself back up to sit on your mat. Beautiful. So once you make your way back up to sit on your mat, you can have your legs straight out in front of you. If you like, if you have a blanket, you can sit up on the blanket. Otherwise, you can sit directly on the mat, whatever feels best for you. But wherever you are, just really sitting up nice and tall, really feel like you have a string still coming up out of the top of the head. You want to flex the feet, really feel that stretch in the back of the legs. Beautiful. So you're going to bring the right knee in and open it out to the side. And if you feel like you need a little extra love for your knee, you can always place a block or a book under the knee if you feel like you need a little support for the knee. Again, sitting up nice and tall, foot flex on the outstretched leg. Inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, you're gonna fold yourself over that outstretched leg. Now, if you're not able to reach the toes today, it's okay. Wherever the hand land is fine. You could be touching the shin or the calf. You could be touching the ground, your knee, your thigh, wherever you are today. Just relax the head, neck, and shoulders. Breathing here, inhale, and exhale, inhale. And exhale, inhale, 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 and exhale. One more inhale, and exhale. Slowly rolling yourself back up to sit. You can bring that knee in, straightening out both the legs. And bringing the opposite knee in, opening it out to the side. Again, if you feel like you need a block under the knee for stability, you can put that block there. Keeping that foot flexed on the outstretched leg. You're going to inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, folding over that outstretched leg one more time. Again, if you're not able to touch the toes, it's okay. Wherever the hands land is fine. Breathing here, inhale, and exhale, 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 inhale, and exhale. One more inhale, and exhale. Slowly rolling yourself back up to sit. Bring that knee in, straightening out both the legs. Again, keeping the feet flexed on the ground. Inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, folding yourself down the middle. Again, wherever the hands land is fine, relax the head, neck, and shoulders. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. One more inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Slowly rolling yourself back up to sit. Beautiful. If you're sitting on the blanket, you can move it off to the side. You're going to come to lay down on our back. You're going to hug the knees into the chest. You can rock yourself side to side, up and down, back and forth. Just giving your spine a little massage. Beautiful. And then you can bring your feet down to the ground. So you're going to keep your feet on the floor, knees bent. We're going to prepare for bridge pose. So for bridge, you're going to reach down towards your heels with your middle finger. You're going to try and reach the heel with that middle finger. If you're not able to today, it's okay, but you just want to feel that energetic connection between heels and the fingertips. So from here, you're going to inhale, lift the hips off the ground. You can stay right here with your hips lifted. You don't have to go any further, or you can tuck the shoulders under and clasp the hands. So if you're going to tuck the shoulders and clasp the hands, you really want to make sure you're lifting those hips nice and high so you're not sitting on your hands. You really want to lift, lift, lift the hips. And breathing here. Inhale and exhale. 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 One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. You can unclasp the hands if you're clasped. Untuck the shoulders, rolling down one vertebra at a time. And we'll just take a pause here. Beautiful. And then reaching down toward the heels with your middle finger one more time. We're coming as close to reaching them as possible. And again, you can inhale, lift the hips up off the ground. Again, you can stay right here with the hips lifted. You don't have to go any further. Or you can tuck the shoulders and clasp the hands. Breathing here. Inhale and exhale. 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 One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. You can unclasp the hands if they're clasped, untuck the shoulders, rolling down one vertebra at a time. And we'll take a pause. And so the last bridge is yogi's choice. So if you do have a block, you can do a restorative bridge, or you can take one of your books, and you can just lift the hips, place that block at whatever height feels good for you, right at the sacrum, right at that lower back. And then you're just gonna just relax there on that block. Or if you like, you can do the bridge that we just did, or any variation of that bridge. Or if you have a full wheel in your practice and you like to do that, you can. So you can decide whichever bridge works for you right now, and you can move into that variation of the bridge. And just remember, wherever you are, just continue to keep breathing. And again, just trying to ease into the pose. Finding some open space in whichever pose you choose. And we'll just take a few more breaths in whichever bridge you chose. And then you can start to bring yourself down from whichever bridge you chose. And one more time, you can hug the knees into the chest. You can rock yourself side to side, up and down, back and forth. Give your spine another little massage. And then whenever you're ready, you can rock or bring yourself up to sit on your mat. All right. So we're going to move into pigeon pose. Two options for pigeon. So I'm going to show you the first one. I'll show you both, but I'm going to show you this one first, and then I'll show you the second. So pigeon, you can come into it from down dog if you like. You're going to have the sometimes people think it has to be coming all the way across the body. It does not, or across, I should say 90 degrees. It does not, it's okay. If you need a prop, you can always use a blanket or a block under the hip, just to make sure your hips stay nice and square. Because sometimes we tend to lean a little in our pigeon, but you don't want to be leaning down. You really want to be sitting up nice and tall. And then you're just going to take a deep breath in, folding yourself forward. You can bring your head all the way to the ground. You can use your hands as a pillow. You can put your head on a block or a book. All options. If you're like, Shelly, I'm not doing pigeon like that today. You can come onto your back. You can cross your ankle over your knee. You can hold onto the back of your knee. Flex the feet. Awesome pigeon. So again, you can decide whichever pigeon is good for you today. So again, you can come into the traditional way, or you can come onto your back, cross that ankle over the knee, hold on to the back of the knee. Awesome pigeon. So whichever pigeon you decide for yourself, just start to find some space in the pose, find some ease in the pose. If you find some spaces you feel like are really tight, just send some breath to that area. And just remembering to continue to breathe in your pigeon pose. And just taking one more breath here in your pigeon on the side. And then you can start to bring yourself up out of your pigeon on the side. If you feel like you need to stretch the leg, you can stretch it out. Whatever you need to do. And then you can come into your pigeon on the other side. Again, if you're on your back, you can just switch the cross of your legs. And again, just taking a nice deep breath before you fold yourself forward. Again, you can bring your head all the way to the ground. You can use your hands as a pillow. You can use a block under the head. And again, just taking your time here in your pigeon, just trying to find some ease in the pose, sending breath to any spaces that you feel like might need a little extra love, extra opening. And just taking a few more breaths in your pigeon on the side. And then slowly starting to bring yourself up out of your pigeon on the side. Again, if you need to shake out the leg, you can shake it out. And then bringing yourself back down to sit on your mat. Beautiful. So one last thing. We're going to simulate legs of the wall. So if you have a wall and you know legs of the wall, you can definitely just do legs of the wall. Otherwise, we're going to do it here with the block. So what you would do is take your block, or if you're using books today, you can take your books. You're going to lift the hips and release the hips onto, or coming down onto the block, almost like you're doing your restorative bridge. And then you're just going to lift the legs up into the sky for your legs of the wall. No wall. Legs in the air. So this is great. It is an actual inversion. I know some people might not think so because you're not all the way upside down, but it really is. It serves the same purpose. Really helps your heart to relax. Gives your heart a little bit of a rest. Good for the circulation. If you like, you can close your eyes here. Just relaxing into this pose. Just letting yourself go. And we'll just take a few more breaths here with the legs in the air or up the wall if you actually have your legs up the wall. And then taking your time, you can start to bring your legs down. And you can lift the hips. You can move the block or the books out from underneath you. And keeping your feet on the floor, knees bent. You're going to scoot the hips to the left, drop the knees to the right, so you're in a spinal twist on the ground. So you can tee your arms, you can cactus the arms, you can bring a hand to knee if you like. You can turn your head toward the opposite shoulder, whatever you'd like to do here for this spinal twist. And then bringing the knees up to center. And you can switch sides, scoot the hips over, drop the knees down. Again, you can tee the arms, you can cactus the arms, you can bring a hand to knee if you like, you can turn the head toward the opposite shoulder. Again, you can close your eyes if you like. And then bringing the knees up to center. And then you can take one more happy baby pose. So happy baby, you're gonna lift the feet up off the ground. You can hold on to the opposite side of the feet or to the ankles, wherever you are today. If you feel like you need to rock yourself side to side, you can. Give your spine one more little massage. And then you can release the feet down to the ground and start to prepare for Shavasana. So for Shavasana, you're just going to bring the hands down by your side, legs straight out. If you feel a little back tweaky, meaning if you're laying down on your back and your back doesn't feel really happy, you can take your blankets or a couple of blocks and place them under the knees. And give your lower back a little bit more support. If where you are, you feel like you might be a little chilly, you can always take one of your blankets and put it over you, or if you have a jacket or a sweater or socks, you can put those on for your Shavasana. But just start to relax and settle in. Closing the eyes. Feeling the weight of the whole body being held by the ground, by the earth. Releasing any tension that you might be feeling in the forehead. Relaxing the eyebrows. Relaxing the eyelids. The eyes float easy in the eye sockets. Releasing any tension you might be feeling in the cheeks. Relaxing the nose. Releasing any tension you might have in the lips. Let the tongue float easy in the mouth. Releasing any tension you might have in the chin or the jaw. Relax the neck. Releasing any tension you might have in the shoulders, let them rest easy on the mat. Relaxing the arms and the hands. Releasing any tension you might have in the chest. Relax the belly, let the breath be easy. Releasing any tension you might have in the hips or the pelvis. Relaxing the thighs, relaxing the knees. Releasing any tension you might have in the shins or the calves. Relaxing ankles and tops and bottoms of the feet. And feeling the weight of the whole body being held by the ground, by the earth. You can slowly start to bring yourself back into the room by wiggling your fingers and your toes. You can move your head from side to side and take a nice deep breath. When you're ready, you can turn onto your right side into a fetal position. And when you're ready, you can bring yourself back up to sit. And when you find your seat, just close your eyes. Then bringing the palms together in front of the heart into Anjali Mudra prayer position. Palms together, thumbs at the sternum. We'll end class today with one sound of Om. Taking a nice deep breath in. And bowing forward to your inner teacher. Thank yourself for taking this time for yourself today. Namaste.